Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The show brings you game one of a big four-game set. It's the Minnesota Twins going up against the Kansas City Royals. First pitch coming at you right after the break. About to get started here. Today's starting pitcher, Alec Marsh.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Here comes a pitch. And that's outside. 2-0.
Got to be real careful here. 2-0. He's hunting for his pitch.
Strike on the inside corner.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Upstairs.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the distance.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. And it is out of here. What a start to this one. And they jump out front. It's 1-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Well, we see this so much more today. Lineups with pop in the leadoff spot, and it really puts the pitcher in a tough spot out there where he has to execute right away. You can't just get over a couple of strikes to settle in, get comfortable, because at the plate, that guy's looking to do exactly what he just did. Start the game off with a huge bang.
First pitch swinging, and it's a knock. So a man at first. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Carlos Correa. That misses the zone, and that's ball one. Singy, maybe some nerves getting the best of him in the first?
Well, it's hard to know exactly if it's nerves or not, but he just doesn't have it right now. Those hitters on the other side, they're going to say it's nerves and use that as a competitive edge to try to jump on him even more.
Swing and a miss, and it's 2-1. Just missed.
3-1.
Throw to first. Castro back on a dive. Runner at first with no outs here. Runner on the go. And ball four, 2 aboard.
Well, we've seen this recipe cook up a big inning plenty of times. 2 runners on, nobody out, and they're in the heart of their order. It's just a great opportunity to put up a crooked number.
First and second, no outs. Brooks Lee digs in now. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball one.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got 1 run in. You got to try to get another 1 or maybe 2.
And now 2-0. Next offering is fouled back.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Just missed.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with the middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
And a 3-2. And that'll load the bases.
So here we go again with the walks. It's been a real struggle finding the zone for him in the past. Now, even if they get out of this jam, these walks add pressure and stress to the entire team.
Here's Byron Buxton. Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. And he won around. Just enough that time. And now the count is even.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Next pitch way upstairs.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2. Way high.
In this situation, he's trying to get you to pop something up or jam you. That's a really good take, knowing you got an opportunity to drive in a run here.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Back there. 1 runs in, and it's off the wall. Coming home. Relay throw to third. In there safely.
How about that? Clears the bases. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Runner at third, nobody out. Miranda now at the plate. That's inside, and that is ball 1.
Well, it's not the inning he was planning on to begin this start, but you've got to find a way to shake things off and give your team some length and put up some zeros.
And that is downstairs. And that's ball 2.
Well, Boog, early on in this one, having a hard time getting settled in. He's not showing control to throw strikes, and let alone to throw it where he wants in the strike zone. This could be a tough one for him.
Pop dump. Garcia puts it away for the out. And there's one away. And now we take a peek at the Twins lineup. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustment. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
Next offering is downstairs.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
On the outside corner, got him looking.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
Christian Vasquez, the hitter, and that misses. 1-0.
Well, at this pace, he's not going to be in this game for very long, but he's got to find a way to shake it off, keep it isolated to one inning, come back out. You could throw up a bunch of zeros and save that bullpen.
And a big swing and a miss.
One of the better pitches he's thrown in this game, but he just hasn't been able to do it enough, unfortunately. You know, he could be getting a feel for that slider, though, so maybe that's something he can build off of.
1 and 2.
2 outs with a runner at third.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. But 4 score in the inning. 3 coming on this bases-clearing triple. It's now a 4-0 ball game. This is Twins baseball on the show North. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, today's starting pitcher, David Festa. What do we have on him?
Well, just a 3-pitch mix in his arsenal, which, you know, it's not a lot for a starter. So always very important for him to have a good feel and command all 3. Sometimes you can make that 3 look like 4 if you add or subtract a little bit of velocity on one. But, you know, one thing about it can be easy to get too predictable out there on the mound. So hitters are aware of that. Mixing those 3 pitches in all counts is going to be a big key for him in this one.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Bader makes the grab, 1 down. And here now, the lineup for the Royals. Singing this righty-heavy lineup is a bit unusual against a right-handed pitcher.
Yeah, Boog, certainly bucks the old conventional wisdom, and I'm not sure I see the vision from the manager on this one. You're not exactly putting your players in the best situation to succeed when you roll out a lineup like this. Maybe they've seen something on video that tells them there's a weakness to exploit. Perhaps that's it.
1 out, bases empty.
Oh. 2 balls, no strike.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
And fires in a fastball at 95. One down, base is empty. And delivers outside. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. Now he'll turn for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. The relay throw. Not in time. He's safe.
That was maybe even a little off the plate, but no problem getting the barrel to it. Man, he does such a nice job. That's what you're supposed to do. do with the pitch in that location. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
Pulls that one foul.
Witt Jr. is one of only 2 players in AL/NL history to have 20 home runs and 20 stolen bases in each of his first 2 seasons, Boog. The other player, Julio Rodriguez.
Out to short. Correa slings it across. There for the out. Runner scores from third.
So important to really lock in on an at-bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground, brought that run in.
2 outs, base is empty. And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Perez getting the start at catcher, batting in the cleanup spot, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. Two down, nobody on. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. That one's upstairs, ball one.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
Pitch is in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And it stays fair. Around first and hustling for second. And he's in there standing up with a 2-out double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
So runner at second, 2 down. Now here is Michael Massey. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Kiersey racing over to make the catch. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Second inning coming up here in Kansas City. It's the Twins 4 and the Royals 1. Back here in Kansas City, top of the second. And now here is Deshaun Kiersey Jr. Marsh back to work. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1.
That's inside. Singy, he wasn't real sharp in the first, got hit around, but really more so, didn't throw a ton of strikes.
Well, he's just got to find a way to settle down. He was clearly fighting himself out there, not really finding the strike zone, walking batters. So we'll see if he can get back on track and fill up the zone a little bit more.
And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. That one misses. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. And there's a ball.
And that's a pitch early in this game. He needs called for a strike. Struggling with command issues. He's got to get a little help from the umpire.
Swing and a ball lifted to center field. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Walner batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. And that one is inside ball 1. Matthew Ross behind the plate. Pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, pitchers that work side to side effectively love being on the mound with Ross calling balls and strikes, Boo. If you can command your stuff on the outer edges of the strike zone, he will reward you.
That one is upstairs. How much were you aware of the umpire scouting report or even who was going to be umpiring?
Not a whole lot. I mean, there were a couple of umpires that weren't real good, but outside of that, you just kind of went into the game, especially back when I was playing.
Makes the catch. That's out number 2. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Hard hit left side. Witt over to first. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Nothing doing here this half. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. And to the plate for Kansas City, Hunter Renfroe. Close, but called a ball. Ball 1. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch.
Ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
There's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Okay.
And that skips into dirt. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Man at first, nobody out. Drew Waters steps in for the Royals. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. 0-1 now. Just missed.
Outside.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. And it's caught for the out. Here's Mark Canha.
The first baseman, Mark Canha.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
That's a ball.
Renfroe stands at first with 1 out. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. That to right. Lunges for it, but can't make the catch. And that's the 2nd out of the inning on the force play.
Wow, this is one of those plays that happens sometimes, but it never really should. It seems like he just got a bad read on the ball, and the good throw from the outfield was perfect to get the out.
And now it's Kyle Isbell. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
No ball, 1 strike. Ball.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And now 2-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Two now. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So it's no runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We played 2 full. It's the Twins. Top half of the 3rd inning, and here comes Carlos Correa. Correa, the former first overall pick from Puerto Rico back in 2012, and he blossomed into the American League Rookie of the Year in 2015. The next offering misses. 1-1.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
And that's off the inside edge. And a count 2-1. And that's in there at the knees. Smoked on the ground a second. India over to first in time. And one away in the top of the third.
Now battle. Second baseman, Brooks.
And the batter now, Brooks Lee. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. Out towards right center field. And a couple of quick outs. 2 down, bases empty. Byron Buxton, the next twin up to hit. Tripled and drove in 3 his first time up. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 1. Now, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Line drive, that's a base hit into right field. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
He's a fastball savant with the bat, which is really helpful in today's game. Fastballs aren't getting any easier to hit these days.
Jose Miranda, the next twin up to hit. That's in there. 0-1. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Activity in the bullpen. Kyle Wright getting loose out there. Next pitch is outside. Pickoff throw. Buxton back in there. Buxton off of first with 2 away. That one ripped right center field, and it looks like trouble, and that's going to roll to the wall. Coming home. He will score. Isbell fires it in, and that keeps him from advancing past second.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Here comes the man. A new arm into the game, the righty, Kyle Wright. He's making his second appearance of the season. So here's Bader now. Went down on strikes his first time through. Outside low, and it's 1-0. And that's down and away. Fastball for a strike at 95. Chases in the dirt. Slider there. Perez out to first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. And the Twins played 1 on the double. It's now a 5-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Welcome back. Last series, the pitching was not good as we take a check of the numbers. That one misses in the dirt. started to go after it. Now a look down to first, and he went around. That's ruled a swing. Next pitch, not close, up high. Popped up. Lee under it. And there's one down.
The batter, number 6.
Jonathan India at the plate. He tripled and scored his first time. Misses outside, and that's ball 1. Fastball for a strike.
1-1.
Misses inside, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And a swing and a miss there.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that's a strikeout. Matthew Ross says he went around. 2 outs, base is empty. And next up for the Royals, Bobby Witt Jr.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
And that's downstairs. And that is ball 1.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0. He's put himself in a really good spot.
Now a check swing, but he held up.
Nice job to keep the hands back on that one. Out in front just a little bit.
And that's in there at the knees.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Counts full.
2 outs, base is empty. Ground ball up the middle. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. So a man aboard. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. Doubled in his first AB. Grounds one to short. Correa over to first. That is the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. On to inning number 4. It's the Twins 5 and the Royals 1. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, and now it's Christian Vasquez. Close, but called a ball. Ball 1. Vasquez goes 5 feet 9 inches, 34-year-old vet, and he was born in Puerto Rico. Sliced down the right side. Outside low. Now 2 balls and a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Sneaks through, base hit. And a good start to the inning. So up next, Deshaun Kiersey Jr. He's 0 for 1. And that one's a little bit low. And the count even 1-1. That one missed.
2-1.
Fouls one off. 2-2. And that's outside.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 down.
Not a great curveball there at all, but clearly he wasn't looking for it because it just dropped right into the happy zone, and it looked like, to me, the swing was a little bit late. Tells me he gave up on it early and then just tried to have that emergency hack at the last second to put it in play.
Wallner in the box for the 3rd time today as he takes that one off the plate. Vasquez leads off first with 1 away. Next pitch is outside.
2 balls, no strikes.
And that is out of play. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around second is Vasquez. And that's a double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
This is Willie Castro. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. Just off the inside edge.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times. Just avoiding the heart of the plate isn't always going to be enough. Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect them to swing at.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. 1 run across. Now 2 runs score, and it's now a 6-run lead.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
1 down. Here's Carlos Correa. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. Got him swinging. And next for Minnesota, Brooks Lee.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Renfroe sizes this one up and makes the grab. And that'll do it. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Twins 7 and the Royals 1. Bottom 4, so here's the Royals DH, Michael Massey.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come 1 at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out. This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
just missing there. And it's 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Renfroe now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there.
Ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
The Twins up big in this one. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. One down, base is empty. And that's in the dirt. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Way out in front of that inside pitch there, and just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with 2 strikes. You want to let the ball travel, make sure you recognize it, try to shorten up so that you can at least put the ball in play. Clearly fooled, but I think even more so, you question the 2-strike approach.
Waters, the next to hit, takes ball 1. There's a strike.
1-1.
Late with the swing there.
1-2.
Hit in the air, left field. Bader hauls it in to end the inning. Nothing across here this half. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Twins 7. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Right, back to work. And ball 1.
Well, these Twins really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in, so I'd say mission accomplished.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And there's a ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Making 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Jose Miranda, the next Twin up to hit.
Jose Miranda.
They say you win.
No ball, 1 strike.
That's in there, and it's 0-2. Ball 1 there.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And the count is 2-2.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. And now Bader up to the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1. That one way inside.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. 2 down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th. That one fouled off. 2-2. Got him looking for the strikeout, and he strikes out the side in the 5th. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. On the ground, Castro fires over to first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. So up now for Kansas City, Kyle Isbell struck out swinging his first time. And a slider in there for a strike.
That slider breaking in can be a tricky pitch. If you don't finish it and have that bite at the end and it stays out over the plate, it can get hit a long way. But that was a good one right there.
Missed with a changeup, and it's a ball and a strike. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Kelly just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And a ball evens the count.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Three, 2 now. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. On the ground to third. Zips it to first. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs.
Well, a well-thrown slider like that one can be tough to get in the air. Good downward break on that one.
Michael Garcia steps in for the Royals. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
Swing and a foul out of play. Oh and 2 now. Up the middle. Correa fires to first on the run. In time. Got him. So they make short work of him there. We're through 5. It's the Twins 7 and the Royals 1. Back here in Kansas City, start of the 6th, John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Christian Vasquez. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Activity in the Kansas City bullpen. John Schreiber up and throwing. Hernandez also throwing. Next pitch downstairs. 2 balls, no strikes.
No strikes.
And that's outside. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. And a foul ball. Here comes a 3-2. Struck him out swinging. Perez down to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout. Deshaun Kiersey Jr., the next Twin up to hit. A little bit low.
That's a ball.
The Twins up big in this one, and we're in the top half of the sixth. And another ball. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
2-1.
That's outside. And the count is 3-1. And that's ball four.
Take your base.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. Matt Wallner, the next Twin up to hit. He's already homered in this game. And he hits a ground ball right side, and that's just foul. Oh, he botches it. Cut off, throw to second. The throw won't get there in time, and that leaves them with runners at first and second. So first and second with one gone, and now it's going to be Willie Castro.
A chance for more damage right here. A couple of RBIs for him in his last AB.
And first offering is fouled off. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. One out. Runners at first and second. Inside. It's a ball and two. 2 on, 1 out. Foul ball still a 1-2 count.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
Swing and a foul straight back. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Right through there for a strike. That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
First and second, 2 down. The shortstop takes the ball. On the ground, right side. It's on DePano. Out number 3. So they strand a pair. 2, 3, 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Twins 7 and the Royals 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Stepping in, Jonathan India. That clips the corner.
Well, these Royals just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
That misses the zone, and a count 2-1.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. Around first, heading for 2. Indy around second, heads for third. The relay, he's in there.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And now, Bobby Witt Jr. He's one of them. Here comes the manager out of the Twins dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. New pitcher on here, Louis Varland. He last pitched 2 days ago. That's too low. 1-0.
1-0.
You know, Boog, this is a player with some serious speed. In 2023, he became the first player in 20 years to record 2 infield hits and an inside the park home run in the same game.
Varland ready to fire now. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. And the count 1-2. And that skips in the dirt. Runner at third, nobody out. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And that's in the dirt. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Line drive to short and caught.
Nice swing and good solid contact. That ball was smoked, but needed a little more lift to get into the outfield gap. Maybe a little more backspin.
And now the DH, Michael Massey. Pitch is in there, and that's strike 1.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to finish off this hitter.
Climb the ladder with that fastball, and it's 0-2. And that just misses. India at third, Witt at first, 1 gone. That misses, now 2-2. Swings through it for the K. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
2 outs. Pitch misses, and now 2-0.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
And he grounds one back up the middle. Oh, great stop. Not in time. He's safe. First and second, 2 outs. Drew Waters stands in. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Waters checks his swing, appeal to third, and he won around. Rule the swing. The 1-2. In the dirt, but kept close. Tag, see! He's into third on the wild pitch. In the air, left field. Bader sizing it up. Squeezes it. And that is that. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. We're through 6 full. It's the Twins 7. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Carlos Hernandez. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Lee, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. In there at the knees. Late on that fastball.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Buxton now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
1 strike.
Hernandez, a 6'4" righty, 27 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. Swings and misses, and the count is 0-2.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Cut on and miss, struck him out, coming out of the bullpen and throwing BBs. And now the first baseman, Jose Miranda. And that clips the inside corner. Now 1-1.
1-1.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. That one misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. On the ground to short. Witt throws across the diamond, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Twins retired in short order, but they're still. And we're back. And here's the first baseman, Mark Canha. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And there's a foul ball. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck left field. That one's back. Gone. So he goes yard to left. His first homer of the year, and they close the gap. It's 7-3.
Things might get pretty interesting if they keep connecting on pitches like that. Most times it's the pitcher looking at the scoreboard for velocity, but in this case it's the hitter. He just turned around triple digits at the dish. I don't even know how.
Here comes the manager out of the Twins dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Louis Varland will depart, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Jorge Alcala gets the ball now. He's into the game with the bases empty. And the batter now, Kyle Isbell. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
0-2.
Stays alive. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here at the bottom of the 7th. Next pitch is downstairs.
Tough to take a two-strike changeup that just missed. I think it froze him.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Down and in, moved his feet. That just misses, and the count's full.
Okay.
Bouncer to second. Lee tosses to first. He made the pitcher earn that out after a long at bat. Digging in, Michael Garcia. Foul ball there. On the ground to first. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2.
The batter, number 6. Second base.
2 down, base is empty. Jonathan India steps in for the Royals. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Slider misses outside. And that one ripped into right. And that is that. The Royals get one back on this solo homer. It's now 7-3. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. John Schreiber. He last pitched 4 days ago, so he should feel pretty fresh. So digging in, Harrison Bader. Just missed.
1-0.
Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
And a swing and a miss. And that's with the swing. It's a strikeout. So here's Christian Vasquez, 1 for 3. And takes low for ball 1. Bullpen action for the Royals. Angel Serpa, the lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Harvey, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Swing and a miss as he was late.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And misses inside. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and that's off the second base bag, and they get the out after the ricochet.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
And now the center fielder, Deshaun Kiersey Jr. That's off the mark, and it's 1-0.
If you're the pitcher, you've got to go right at this guy. It's the number 9 hitter in the lineup. You can't be afraid of contact in this situation.
Next offering is in for a strike. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, bottom of the 8th. And now the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Well, they say it's the best pitch in baseball, strike 1. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
Fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Everything came together for him. With a pitch away, that's exactly what you want to do with it. Drive it the other way. And right there, just barely able to keep it fair down the line for the double.
And here is Salvador Perez. Just missed.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Witt stands at second with no outs. Rip towards third. Tosses across to first. One gone to the bottom of the eighth. Next to hit, Michael Massey. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. First offering, and it just misses. Well struck right field. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Runner from second crosses the plate. It's 7-4.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. Solid swing from start to end. On time with.
Here comes the manager out of the Twins dugout, and he will make a move to the pen.
Pitching for Minnesota, number 58, Randy Johnson.
Little bouncer out in front of the plate. Tosses to first, and Renfroe is retired.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Waters stands in now and watches strike one. There's the strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Here's a high chopper. Lee tosses to first. Inning over, and it could have been worse. KC gets one on the double. It's now a 7-4 ball game. You're watching. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Hunter Harvey.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is. And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
The bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle, you're saying to yourself, how did I miss that pitch? Got to make a quick adjustment.
And that is cut on and missed. And that is strike two. And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. And now Willie Castro. Swing and a miss. 98 on the gun.
They can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
This one in the air, right field. Renfroe in position. Puts it away for the out. 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. And the batter will be the shortstop, Carlos Correa. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a miss.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
Misses off the inside, and it's 1-1.
Oh, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And there's a strike to the outside corner. Got him. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Offense held in check there. 8-9-1 due up. Bottom 9. And to the plate for Kansas City, Mark Canha.
Number 22. Griffin. Jack.
And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Correa sends it across to first. One out, bottom of the ninth.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
Kyle Isbell, the next to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 ground outs and a strikeout. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the last half of inning number 9. And it's even up.
1-1.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And that turns the lineup over.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Garcia in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Struck him out looking. And they're down to their last out. Jonathan India will hit next.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
That one's in there. It's 0-1. They're down to their final strike. Isbell off of first with 2 away. Up and in. Look out. The Royals down to their final strike. That one not close. And the count is even, 2-2. The Twins leading by 3. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. That one hammered left field. Bader racing after it. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double.
And boy, do they catch a break. Otherwise, you're looking at runners around the bases and probably a run that scores.
And now a huge at-bat coming up as Bobby Witt Jr. steps in. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2. Sends it to center, and this should be it. And that'll wrap it up. The Twins take game 1 of the series on the road.
These players know they have a long series ahead of them, but they come out, establish, and set the tone in the first game of the series. Very important to get that. Put you in the driver's seat to win game 2, and then push yourself to a series win, if not a sweep.
This one finishes with a final of 7-4. For Chris Singleton.